Hello, all. This is Dr. Shilpi, and I wanted to do something different this Sunday, and I wanted to influence uh, about health and well-being and about our food habits a little into children. And now it's the Shera vacation, and kids are not having schools, and I know it's still from home they are doing their classes. Not all are able to go to the school, but yes, they have now plenty of time. I wanted to put some effort in taking them into confidence and giving them small activities of making small things in the house, so that they also feel empowered. They also feel that they are part of the cooking and the culinary things, and they also have a healthy activity to do. So today I wanted to talk about three healthy drinks that are really helpful, from children to the oldest of age people. And these three drinks can definitely be made by small kids also. Say, I can tell you about 3 4 year old onwards can make these drinks, and they are extremely beneficial for your health, for your well-being, and they are powerhouse of nutrients. And as a part and parcel of daily routine, you can incorporate them into your daily food. And these three drinks are tasty, nutritious, easy to prepare, can be prepared by kids also, and they have a lot more beneficial properties than only nutritionally being nutritionally good and nutritionally significant. What are they? We're going to take one on one. And the first drink what I wanted to tell you is about the our age old lemon water, the nimbu sharbat or the nimbu pani. And why do we say that lemon water or the nimbu pani or the nimbu sharbat is very important? Because uh, I personally believe that it is a very good source of nutrition. Lemon itself, along with the water, is very hydrating, very rich in vitamin C, very rich in minerals. When a little bit of salt is added, a little bit of sugar is added, it helps you a lot, and it just finishes off in minutes. And what you should make sure is the kids do it so that it's an activity for them, and they, while you're doing this, you should tell them that this ingredient has this benefit, this is how you should do, and this has potentially so many advantages for different age group people. And when it comes to simple lime juice, you can have it as a snack at around 11 o'clock, or you can have it immediately after your say lunch, or after your breakfast, an hour after your breakfast or lunch, because the vitamin C in lime, fresh lime juice, has a property of iron absorption. So whatever pulses that you've eaten, the idli dosa sambar that you've eaten, or the upma that you've eaten, or the poha that you've eaten, or the food, dal, khichdi, or the sabji, or whatever that you've eaten in terms of the Indian diet that you've consumed, has lots of iron in it. And this vitamin C that you take in the form of lime juice, it absorbs and helps assimilate the vitamin, the iron in the diet, and it helps absorb the iron. And you know about iron. Iron is very essential for the formation of blood cells, and blood cells, the red blood cells, are very important in oxygen carrying capacity of the body. So you cannot survive without red blood cells, and whenever there is deficiency, or your hemoglobin is less, that is low level of red blood cells, and lesser iron in the body, you have anemia, and it has got several problems with your health. And that is why you should incorporate lime into your diet, and especially along with something interesting, and kids should be educated in such things, because it is easy to do. So you can take a glass of water, put half a lime juice in it, and put a pinch of salt. Salt has micro minerals and all that. Sodium is very important for the body's there is other minerals that are there in the salt, like we have iodine in the salt, and it is very essential for hydration and keeping up the body electrolyte balance in us. The sodium, chloride, and potassium play a very vital role in playing the electrolyte balance in our body. So, a pinch of salt, and if you are, not very conscious, you can put a spoon of sugar also. Sugar is not the threat now. Junk food eating from the packets is the threat now. So eating sugar is definitely not a threat. Once in a while in such drinks you can add a spoon of sugar, and sugar essentially gives you that energy into your body. It is very good for postmenopausal women. It gives you that instant energy. It is very good for the kids. They do not have other sugar cravings, and they do not eat sweets and chocolates and all these things. Sugar at times in such drinks is very beneficial. You can use any form of sugar, especially the brown sugar, or the date palm sugar, or the coconut palm sugar, or you can use jaggery powder, or you can use lemon along with honey. If the source of honey is good, then definitely yes. So it can be added, and to just pep up the flavor, you can just grate some ginger into it, or you can put some mint leaves into it, or you can put some coriander leaves into it, or you can put some curry leaves into it. It is just to enhance the flavor, and they also have a lot of micronutrients. If it is just nimbu pani, then it's only lemon water, then only two ingredients should be good. If you want to enhance your digestion, you can add a little bit of ginger, grated ginger to it. But now, even without anything, it does taste very good, and it is very easy. And it you can use it as a hydrating drink at about after having your breakfast, an hour after having your breakfast, or at 11 o'clock, or anytime after your lunch, about 1.5 hour after your lunch. It is very good in health. Now the second drink that even kids can make is your own home buttermilk. So for buttermilk, it is very rich in calcium. It is very rich in fat soluble vitamins. It's a very good source of healthy fats, because it has got some amount of cream and milk fat in it, and it is very good source of prebiotic and probiotic, especially the probiotic levels. And when you talk about probiotic levels, probiotics are the defense mechanism of your body, and they help keep your healthy bacteria in place. And having probiotic drinks has been a norm since very long time. You can have your own leftover rice in the night with some water, and overnight after it ferments, morning also you can just mix it in a blender and then have that as a probiotic drink. That is also very good. Similar to people, vegan people can have that, and non-vegan people can have buttermilk. So it has got similar effect. It's a very good source of probiotic. So this probiotic drink, like the chas or the buttermilk that we talking about, can be had after having lunch. Say about immediately after having lunch, a glass of buttermilk will definitely be helpful for kids, for elders, for diabetic people, for hypertension people, anybody. And you can have both ways. You can have the sweet form, you can have the salted form, whatever suits your body, whatever is your physical state, whatever the kids flavor, enjoy the flavor, that you can take. Usually I suggest a glass, 2 spoons of curd, and one whole tumbler full of water. And you have to do the traditional milking, the mixing of the buttermilk with a stick, and you have a round serrated edges. There's a separate spoon for it, and you have to mix it properly. And this mechanism is very important as an exercise to your hands also, fingers also, and it is very exciting for the kids. They also like doing it. And if you can do it, whatever drinks that I'm saying, if you have traditional silverware in the house, if you can use it, that silverware to do these drinks, it is extremely beneficial. You will have that silver molecules entering into the food also, which is very essential for the brain growth of the baby or the children or the adults, and it enhances your immunity levels. And when you are making buttermilk, you have lots of variations. As what we've added for lime juice, you can add ginger, you can have curry leaves, you can add mint, that go very well with buttermilk rather than the lime water. And you can add some turmeric also. At times you can add some dry ginger powder, you can temper it. So the simplest form what kids can make is, they can take curd, they can add water, and they can spin that so that it forms a uniform suspension. Add a pinch of salt, and little bit grating of ginger can complete it. And if somebody wants to add some sweetness to it, you can add some sugar, and you can make it as a complete very good healthy drink. So this is about the second drink, and you can add flavors to it, you can add tempering to it, and you can add jeera to it, you can add dry ginger powder to it, and there are several variations that you can really do. And this drink, touchwood, it enhances your intestinal flora. It is a very good probiotic drink, and can be made by anybody in the house at any given point of time, especially after having lunch. If you have this, even for diabetics, it is very good. And it is very hydrating, and you would not go looking for some kind of a sweet, or that sweet cravings are also very less. And now the third drink, usually we asked this third drink to be taken at bedtime. And it's very easy. Warm milk, and you can add some turmeric to it. And if you want, you're a sweet person, you can have little bit of jaggery, or you can add little bit of sugar to it. This concoction, turmeric milk, nowadays in western countries, it has become a very huge craze of having, they call it as yellow milk shot, or golden shot, or some names. There are several places that are serving turmeric milk for its health benefits, and we are just not having any of it. We are getting influenced by their western food, which is absolutely always not good. And they are getting influenced with our food, which is absolutely healthy and very nutritious. And it will help you have a good night's sleep. And if you add little bit of pepper, it fights against cold, cough. Especially it is very tasty. And if you want to add saffron, you can add 4 or 5 strands of saffron. It helps in digestion, it helps in assimilation, it helps give that sweetness. Saffron enhances the sweetness of dishes, so you need not add any additional sugar. So with simple warm milk, you can add only turmeric, or you can add turmeric and some sweetener, or you can add turmeric and some saffron to it, and you can add turmeric and pepper as a combination, and it goes very well. It is our home remedy for cold, cough and congestions. It is our home remedy for having good sleep, and it can be made by kids also. So it's as simple as possible. This is what you have to teach your kids. This is our inheritance. These drinks are potentially very helpful and very healthy. This is what we have to give our next generations as a gift for their life. Because if you are able to do these things and give as our traditional cooking skills, our traditional recipes, our traditional things for the next generations, they will also be healthy. They will also follow these things. And rather than giving money or properties, if you give this kind of an education and knowledge to them, it will eventually help your future generations in a better way. And keeping kids engaged is important, because without any activity, they're just getting stuck to the screens or laptops, or no physical activity. They're having obesity levels. So fight obesity, promote healthy drinks, promote our cultural foods and our Indian foods, and let's teach kids what they have to do for their future. So this is all about Sunday message. And see you tomorrow yet again at 7:30 morning in healthy, super healthy, super mornings at 7:30, Insta and Facebook Live. See you. Bye bye. Happy Sunday and a happy weekend.